wanted to check in and talk and do an at-home lash extension kit, but I think I need to take a break on filming myself because this was just really difficult. I'm actually feeling chatty for the first time in just about forever. Of course, I'm instantly going to start judging like what I say and what I sound like because I'm not even used to me talking very much. My heart rate is racing. 127. I'm so judgmental on myself, and this wasn't my thought before I jumped on here, but I have been being so terrible to myself and so judgmental and so unbelievably nasty, which I feel like I talk about a lot or mention a good amount, but it's been continuous recently. It hasn't been occasional, it hasn't been once a day. It's been from the moment I wake up. First thoughts are just about how I'm not good enough, and I'm not even going to go into it right now. But jumping on here right now and filming and actually being forced to speak to continue a thought and not just go quiet and start bullying myself is kind of helping. So maybe I will be doing this a little bit more to challenge myself. It's really difficult right now. I'm gonna stop pretending and just like I can cut this out if I want to. Wow. Just so mean to myself. This is really difficult to continue talking and to not stop and just listen to the nastiness. Like by talking and by being forced to talk right now, this is pushing me through it and like not allowing me to pause at it. But God, I keep pausing at it a little bit. Let me tell you what I'm thinking in a non-mean way. I'm thinking, Summer, you sound stupid. This isn't how you talk. It is, but I don't know, I feel like I like stifle my voice a little bit. And like try to not talk loud when I'm filming. And so instead of it being where it normally is, which is like here, it's like here instead, and it feels weird and it gets uncomfortable and I judge myself on it. So just stop. Dan's on a call. He can't hear you. If he can, it's just mumbles. I'm also trying not to look at the camera because I'll struggle between looking right at the camera, like the little circle on my phone, which is here, which is like off to the side, or myself. This is me looking at myself, and I keep trying not to look because I will judge myself if I sit and talk like this instead of here. If I keep bouncing back and forth, I bully. I start to say like, you're so fucking phony. You just want to stare at yourself, don't you? Which is so stupid. Like I'm a human. Like I should be allowed to look at myself and not feel uncomfortable for looking at myself. But also looking at myself then pulls out all the things in the environment that are wrong. Like my necklace right now, I have an extender and you can see both things. And these lights, for whatever reason, flicker. Turn off the movie lights. Okay, that still looks fine. And I just then start judging myself for the position that I'm in. And then it all gets to be too much so that I just kind of like maybe speak a little bit to the camera and get basic ideas out, but it's all really choppy and it ends awkwardly without a goodbye because by the end I'm just telling myself to shut the fuck up. Is that not normal? Like, I mean, I know it's not normal. I know it's bad. But that's like really sad. Like, I can't even exist in my own world by myself because of the fear of like somebody seeing it and like how my slights might be perceived. And like I control these. I have so many videos filmed that I haven't posted because I just can't get back to going through the film and editing myself because it's so difficult to watch myself. Because I'm just so mean. And I don't need to be. And it's really sad that like I'm held back by my own mind bullying from doing something that like I want to do and that like empowers me and would make me proud of myself and would relieve all these other things that I bully myself for, because I also bully myself for not recording and not posting and not doing things. So I tell myself that I'm a lazy piece of shit if I don't record. If I do record, I'm telling myself that I'm a phony. This footage is probably terrible and you're probably not even making sense. And the whole time I'm bullying myself while trying to get through words. And then if I do make it to editing, I'm bullying myself about how uninteresting I am or how my mouth sounds dry and I have like my S's are strong. Which, I don't know, I guess take a second, Summer, and say something you've been wanting to say, which is that like I was in speech therapy from a really young age to fifth grade. And I definitely feel like I've had a lot of regression in my speech and in my like pronunciation because I haven't been talking on a daily basis and like I only talk to my husband. Like literally that's the only time I'm being verbal or when I get around to recording myself. And it's hard to watch my videos back sometimes because I'm embarrassed by the way that I sound. And I think that people will find me annoying and like nobody's said anything, but I'm terrified of the day that somebody says, like, I can't even watch you because of how sharp your S's are and like the way that your audio sounds. Or when I start to lose my R's, I sound really kind of like childish, and it gets really embarrassing. I think I've dropped about 4 different points that I was trying to make along the way. Let's see if I can wrap any of them up. I felt a little chatty. I wanted to check in and talk and maybe do an at-home lash extension kit that I'm waiting for Amazon to deliver right now. But I think I need to take a break on filming myself because this was just really difficult for me just now. My inner critic has been really, really bad lately. I actually saw Rebecca, my therapist, 2 days ago for the first time in like 3 weeks because she was on vacation. And like we got on the topic of, I mean, among everything else that's been going on with the lawsuit and now having a federal lawsuit filed, we also talked a lot about my inner critic and how I've been just completely frozen and kind of like my anxiety is leading to depression and my depression is feeding my anxiety. And she recommended that I speak to my psychiatrist about maybe upping my Lexapro. So I've just been struggling a lot lately, to be completely honest. And I think this turned out to be a really good example of kind of what's going on in my mind 24/7 these days. But I also think it was good for me to put myself in a position where I'm forced to continue thoughts, even if they are really scattered. And even if there are pauses of me being nasty to myself, at least it like forces me to get out of the spiral. So recording kind of helps put a perspective on what I'm saying to myself and how long I'm in these kind of self-loathing spirals, and I can always not post it like everything else. Let me know if that lash extension video sounds good. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you guys are having a good one and that you are being nice to yourself.